Pharmaceutical manufacturing, if you allow, I'm going to be brief, has 3 levels. The first level is what we call primary, secondary, and tertiary. But before those 3, there is research and development to identify the compounds and molecules. And that is a discussion for another day. The assignment was manufacturing. So for this group, we advise them to look critically at which stage of those 3 levels. The first level, you make the active compound, you do formulation to make sure that the drug, once taken, it will work in the body, and then the last one, you package and label. Our advice, and working with all the tech transfers, we have been able to identify a stage to start from to make these kits. Pharmaceutical manufacturing, and this has been mentioned, is an ecosystem involving the manufacturers, the academic people like us who work in universities and science, and we also work with regulatory agencies and the business people. So this is the ecosystem that has taken us 2 years to put these 4 minds together in one room to be able to work together. Pharmaceutical manufacturing in Africa is limited. Until recently, we were importing 80% of our medicines and other medical products. And the question is, why has this taken us this long? The first one, which I've already hinted to, this trade is highly technical in terms of capital, know-how, and technology. So to find people who can move the science from our academic labs into a product is a lot of effort, and it requires a lot of money and skill. Your Excellency, there are other constraints which I not mention. Low investment in research and development to be able to discover molecules and compounds, fragmented regulatory systems, and also lack of people who are willing to do technology transfer. I may not have time to explain this, but it is not easy to have people do technology transfer, but the people in business know the kind of discussions which happen. Your Excellency, we want and we plan, if God allows us, to use the MHS prototype to be able to extend high-tech pharmaceutical manufacturing. The manufacturing here actually is really high-tech, as you've seen. It's not formulating a syrup. But we want to use this experience to move into another area which is important for human survival, and that is the manufacture of vaccines. And the CEO, Cedric, is working on this, and he has identified some people.
Your Excellency, the facility has been constructed in accordance with WHO standards, following ISO 13485, following CGMP, It has been inspected thoroughly by National Drug Authority. In its first phase, we are ready, as of today, to produce HIV rapid test kits. Now, rapid means they can be used anywhere. You don't need to have a lab. Your Excellency, we lose a lot of people to malaria every day. If today a taxi fell down on Masaka Road or Chiboga Road or Guru Road, it would be on the newspapers. It would be everywhere. But no one counts the people who have died because of malaria, the children, the mothers. And one of the challenges is access to quality diagnostics. If you are poorly diagnosed, the doctor is going to give you a different drug, you keep with the disease, and 2-3 days later, if it is malaria, you actually die. Your Excellency, these products are now manufactured here. Your Excellency, this facility will manufacture a range of other molecular diagnostic kits like HPV. EID means children born to mothers with HIV, they can easily be diagnosed. Right now, Your Excellency, this is centralized because the product that is being given to us, the product that we buy, these products are bought and they are in liquid form. It means they are actually, for you to have them in a hospital, you need a freezer or at least a fridge. Your Excellency, with the support and technology that we have received from our colleagues from Deseret, we're now going to make the same product, but in this time, we have gone a little bit step further, and we are going to lyophilize these products, meaning we are going to convert the liquid into powder. This powder doesn't require refrigeration. They can be in any hospital, up to health center 2, up to health center 4. And there, they should be able now to test and know this mother was positive, and therefore we need to take care of the baby as quickly as possible. Than the current status where we have huge equipment centralized at regional referrals or at national referrals. This is talking to solving access to the test. Please allow me to assure you that the days of spending quite a lot of money on importation of medical products, medical diagnostic products, is starting its journey to going down. Why? Your Excellency, currently, the national diagnostic demand in public health sector alone is approximately $200 million. This is money which you actually pick from the economy. You go, you send it to people who developed plants like this, they send you products. Your Excellency, this, if fully supported, we should be able to retain our $200 million in this economy per year.
Unfortunately, for a very long time, Uganda has been dependent on importation of drugs, medical equipment, and laboratory reagents and other supplies from overseas. Your Excellency, it was just about 15 years ago when Quality Chemicals Limited began to manufacture malaria and HIV drugs locally. And it is now manufacturing even more drugs, including for hepatitis B and many others. This is our pride. And Mr. Emmanuel Katongole, we want to say a big thank you to you. We are therefore very excited that we are now expanding the local manufacturing capacity to include laboratory reagents and other diagnostic devices. I congratulate Microhim Group of Companies for leading in the local diagnostic manufacturing space. We want to thank the Scientific Advisory Committee for the Microhim Group of Companies and the international partner investors for accepting to come in and support local manufacturing, including technology transfer. Please appreciate them. Your Excellency, this investment is worthwhile because Uganda is at the heart of 8 East African countries, including Somalia, with a combined population of more than 300 million people. Moreover, we will also have market access to over 1.4 billion people of the African continent through the African Continental Free Trade Area. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen,